Hey everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome. Today is what Friday. We have another verdict for well, not another verdict. We did a verdict last week for Letitia, but today we have a verdict for Lori Vallow. Apparently the jury, they only deliberated less than 7 hours. I think for Letitia's it was like a little bit over 7 hours. But no surprise because Lori Vallow's team, they didn't have a case that they presented. The prosecution went and then afterwards the defense they rested. So I'm not really surprised they came with a quick verdict. I'm pretty sure it's guilty. I'm like 99% sure it's guilty. Now we should just do 100%. But yeah, I wanted to. I was planning on doing a huge major catch up with you guys with the Lori Vallow case because last week we finished with Letitia and I kind of just chilled a little bit. I wanted to rest up a little bit, but I did do like all the catch up reading for Lori Vallow a couple days ago, and I wanted to watch some of the videos with you guys, and definitely wanted to watch the closing statements with you guys. That's already up and uploaded. I was actually listening to this morning when I was at my dentist's office. I had to wake up really early today to go to the dentist. I woke up at like 6 a.m. I'm so tired. I was like, should I take a nap on the couch? And I was like, oh, let me just see what's going on in YouTube. And I'm like, oh, Law and Crime is on. Okay, let's see what's up with Law and Crime. Oh, a verdict has been reached. All right, let's do it. Let's just stream it. Let's go. Hi, Eileen. How are you doing today? Hi, Taxi. Hi, Dave. Hi, Daniela. Shauna. How's it going? What's up, Ricta? They will be reading the verdict in less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. Oh, man. What are you guys thinking? Should I put a poll up? Oh, also, I'm going to take some Advil, too, because I got a headache right now. I'm so tired. Dude, I was stuck in LA traffic for like, well, not stuck, but I was driving to LAX and back, and that took like almost 4 hours. Oh, it was so draining. And yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw my Discord message, but my stomach was like really messed up 2 nights ago. I had like no sleep, man. So we're hurting a little bit. All right, let's start a poll. Lori Vallow is ... What do you think? Guilty? Not guilty? I'm not gonna do hung jury because they came with the decision in like 7 hours. I would do guilty, not guilty. No idea. I will say though, I saw someone in the background here. I was watching this earlier. Someone's over there with a Lori Vallow is innocent sign. I'm like, oh dear God. If I scroll through, I could probably find it. But yeah, there's someone there that has the Lori Vallow's innocent sign. I'm like, oh Jesus. Oh gosh. Hey everyone, how's it going? Long Crime was thinking be live. It's got to be a troll. I don't know. It might be, maybe they just want attention or something. But yeah, they will have the verdict. They're going to read it like less than 10 minutes.
7 counts. They're very complicated. These counts include overt acts. These jurors don't know this language. And they did not know this case coming into it. They'd heard just very little about it. They were
Wait, raise your hand in chat if you guys heard about the Lori Vallow case before trial was happening. I heard like bits and pieces. Like I heard like Doomsday Mom, Lori Vallow, and like, I don't know, whenever I hear like Doomsday stuff, I'm like, oh, it just sounds like a religious cult thing. Like, oh God, that sounds like, I don't know, like super nut job, like super uninteresting. So I didn't really look into the Lori Vallow stuff until the trial was happening. And then it was the opening statements that were very powerful because they finally revealed what happened to the children. You guys did. Yeah, I just heard Doomsday Mom. I'm like, oh God, sounds like a batshit crazy person. And then I thought it was like a couple thing. And then when I started looking to the family tree, that's when I was like, oh my God, this is nuts. Like there's so many people involved. What is going on here? It was covered on a crime channel that you've seen before. Oh man, how are you guys doing? How is everyone? Happy Friday, by the way. Is this the second Friday that we got a verdict on for this channel? Murdoch was on, when was Murdoch's verdict? Murdoch was like, was it beginning of the week? Midweek? Finally made it to your live stream. Hi, James. How are you doing today? How's it going? It's rough, man. I woke up at 6 a.m. today and then we went to the dentist. They did like a bunch of like photos and like x-rays and stuff like that. They didn't do the cleaning today, but yeah, I'm so tired. And then the night before, I got like no sleep because I had like diarrhea all night. You remember when, the kids were missing. Oh my God, I watched the Lori Vallow. I saw the video of her being served her papers while she was in Hawaii with Chad. And the reaction on her face, because they showed this video to the jury. I don't know if you guys saw it, but her and Chad were sitting by the poolside, in Hawaii. And 2 sheriffs go up to her. Oh, 2 police officers. I don't know, they're both sheriffs. They're usually like one sheriff in one town, right? Well, two police officers go up there, I think, and then they like serve her papers. And she's like, "Oh, my kids are missing. You guys want me to produce them?" Yeah. Okay. Cool. Like it was so crazy. Like her demeanor. It's exactly what I expected. Because like if you guys ever listened to Lori's conversation with her sister, where her sister's like crying and she's like begging Lori, like, what happened to the children? Lori's like, I can't talk about it. Yeah, I can't talk about it. I don't know. It's so, oh God, it really pisses you off. You got your dentist out of the way? You're looking forward to Lori being guilty? Yes.
Thrown a curveball when they started talking about zombies and religious zealots and on and on and on, and they weren't able to talk about it all of this time. So I think the first hour or two yesterday was literally them just spewing out everything they had been thinking for 6 weeks. Like, what the heck, you know? And then they have to go through it. Look,
oh man, okay. Also, I want to watch it with everyone, but I did listen to the beginning part of Lori Vallow's lawyer's closing statement, and low key, he's kind of funny. He sounds like he's like very unenthused for what he's doing right now. He's just kind of like, yeah, okay, so this is my client, blah, blah, blah. But yo, he was throwing digs at Chad. And I feel like Lori would be the type of person who would be really defensive of Chad. And I felt like every time her own lawyers threw a dig and an insult at Chad, Lori was like, she was probably seething, man. I wish I saw her face during closing statements. Oh my God, that would have been amazing. But yeah, I wanna watch the closing. I wanna listen to the closing arguments with you guys. It was only like an hour long each.
Well, I think that count might have been a little harder. They had to talk a little bit longer about that, about if Lori was involved in Tammy. It's just a lot. I don't think under 7 hours is a long time at all.
No, I think you're right. And no questions and no requests for readback and testimony.
I mean, here's the thing, though. So they deliberated for what, less than 7 minutes or 7 hours. But, you know, is it really surprising? To me, no, because Lori Vallow defense didn't present a case at all. They had their opening statement. The prosecution presented their case for a couple of weeks, and then when it came to Lori and her team, they didn't have anyone to testify. They're like, oh, well, you know, with the prosecution, they didn't show enough evidence, so we don't need to do anything. We're good. And, you know, Lori didn't want to testify, or maybe her lawyers told her not to testify. But yeah, it was just like, okay, well, we closed our case. And that's why they went straight to closing argument. Because I honestly thought this was going to be a long murder trial. Like, I don't know. We've been seeing like trials where prosecution goes and then the defense goes, and sometimes some of the defense goes, it's like really lengthy, and then they go back and forth, and there's like rebuttals and stuff like that. But this was just like, okay, prosecution went, and that's about it. Yeah, that's all it is. Lori was mad, you're right. She was crying about what her lawyer said about Chad. Yeah, I don't know, but did anyone tweet it about that? Because her own lawyers made fun of Chad for like his like religious beliefs, made fun of Chad's like book, and was like it was just so funny. He made Chad sound like a fucking loser, which Chad probably is, right? He is a fucking loser. But he was like talking about how like Chad was only making like $25,000 or something like that, and like he was like writing these books that no one cared about, and yeah, it was funny. So I wish I saw Lori's face during closing arguments. But we should definitely listen to it together. From my understanding, I think Law and Crime, I think they mentioned, I'm going to mute this, I don't have to play in the background so I don't miss it. I think they mentioned that they're not going to be doing the victim impact statement today. That's going to be at a later date. And then apparently for sentencing, I think they're going to ship Lori off to like a different area where they'll do the sentencing there. So we're not going to get sentences today, and I don't believe we're going to get victim impact statements. Did you guys hear that as well? I was like half listening to it when I was getting ready for stream. So yeah. Guilty, guilty, guilty. I know, right, Genie? Hello, hello. He called his book stupid. Yeah. He called him a downgrade. Yes. It was like, why would Lori go from, what did he say that her previous husband was making? Like 500K, 400K to some guy, Chad, writing books. Stupid books. And then like, I don't know, I felt like the lawyer definitely did not consult with Lori about the closing arguments. He was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna burn this guy, Chad. Oh, I haven't gotten to the Lori part yet though. I only watched the, oh man, how far am I was listening to it when I was in the dentist chair. Let's see, how far did we get? But dude, it was hilarious. I'm so glad that they uploaded. Oh, I wasn't even halfway through, so I'm like about a third of the way through. I gotta watch the other 2/3, but I think I want to watch it with you guys. I want to listen to it together. Maybe not today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, maybe we'll have like a chill like Saturday closing statement type of thing. Hi, Marisa. How are you doing today? But yeah, I can't wait to hear what he says about Lori. The victim impact statements happened before sentencing. Okay, so yeah, I wonder if they're going to be grouped on the same day then. She goes back to her previous jail in Hampton County, I think. This is in are we in Arizona? Are we in Arizona right now? Because I know since this involved like they were arrested in Hawaii and then they were like shipped back, but this is Arizona, right? Okay. Arizona. Oh man. Who else is from Arizona? That was Jodi Arias, right? She's not technically from Arizona, but she was prosecuted in Arizona, wasn't she? Oh, Idaho? You're in Arizona. Wait, why was I thinking Arizona? They mentioned something about Arizona about this case. He said you run from the storm. Oh, Idaho, Boise. Oh, was it Idaho? Idaho. We need to see the closing argument with Corky. Yeah, I think we're watching it tomorrow. I wanted to watch it today initially, but yeah, I forgot that I had to go to the dentist. I had to go to the dentist. I went to the dentist. I got back at like what, 10? Yeah, I think I got back at like 10. And then I was like, dude, I'm so tired. Okay, so Jodi is jailed in house here in Arizona. Yeah. I really wish this trial was live. Although I am very grateful that Law and Crime were able to get the audio recordings. But I wish they had this trial live. I mostly just read about this on the Law and Crime and like all the other like true crime what's it called? Other networks were covering like this case. She lived there? Okay. Oh, I think that's what I was mixing it up with. Okay, trial for Charles's death will be in Arizona. Okay, I think that's where I got it mixed up then. She moved from Arizona to Idaho. Did she move to Idaho to be with Chad? Wait, where was Chad living? You haven't missed it yet. They're gonna be they should be doing it like right now. No, we're running late. They might be running late. Should be right about now. Right about now. I don't know. I wonder who's gonna be in there. I think Court TV's in there too. Shanley Painter must definitely be in there, right? She moved for him. Oh yeah, we have Court TV here. Session will begin at 12:45. Okay, they're running a little bit late. Murdoch mentioned Hampton County a lot. She's gonna get sued in a different state after this. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna have a lot of, I don't know, good luck. Lots of trials to be attended. Move close so he can help kill the kids. I hope they found her guilty because it's obvious that she did it. I'm very certain that she's gonna get guilty. I was initially a little bit worried because I'm pretty sure they would definitely get her for a conspiracy for murder, but because like they weren't able to like prove that, like, I mean, aside from the hair and the duct tape, right? They weren't really able to prove that she was like physically there. If anything, it's like, well, you know, the brother definitely did it and her husband, Chad, definitely did it. It's like they weren't able to put her like at the scene. Does anyone know the 6 counts that she's charged with? It was like conspiracy to murder. There was one for, what did they say again? Like grand theft or something that had to do with like improperly claiming insurance. The kids were found in his property. Yeah, that's what I heard. So if she does get charged for the conspiracy one, that's already a life sentence, which I'm happy with. But I don't know if it's like, is it life sentence, no parole? The connection to Tammy could be tricky. I wonder how moms that kill their own children are treated in prison. I hope she gets shunned. Financial fraud, social benefits, 2 for each of them. I don't know. I just don't get it because, I mean, here's the thing, right? You don't want your kids, if you got a network of family members, someone will take your kids in, right? Or, I don't know, put them up for adoption. I don't understand why go to like the extreme and have your kids murdered so you can go live happily ever after with new fucking husband. It's like Tylee, she's like 17 years old. She's going to be an adult in 1 year. I don't get it. But does she have life insurance for both her kids? Because I know, here's the thing. I know that she was very disappointed that she didn't get Charles Vallow's life insurance policy. Apparently, without her knowing, he switched it to like his sister or something like that. And so when he died, she was like, "Oh, boo! I'm not getting the money. He switched it to someone else. I wonder who." She wanted their social security checks, but like, how much was she even getting? Maybe a decent amount for. I mean, okay, because maybe she was getting like a little bit more for JJ because he's like a special needs child. But I don't know, like Tylee is 17. She's about to be 18 soon. The kids were getting benefits and she was banking them. Oh, she was getting a lot. But like, I don't know. How do you make kids disappear and people don't notice? Like, if you make kids disappear and you ain't got no family members and you're living in like out in the middle of nowhere, your kids are homeschool. Okay, yeah, no one's gonna notice. But JJ has like a lot of like other family members, extended family members too, because he was adopted. And her ex-husband has like family that knows that JJ exists. Like I don't understand like what was going on in the mind. It really makes no sense. What, 1,900 each? That part of the story is wild. She had changed his password previously. He found out and switched it. Lori wanted the easy life. Plus, she's a sociopath, so she was likely getting a kick out of murdering all these people. Yeah. It was like her, like, I don't know. I feel like she envisioned her and Chad just being Bonnie and Clyde. And they're just off, like, like off in their own little adventures, you know? They got like a secret between them that no one knows. And then her poor brother, Alex Cox, who was like, I don't know. They didn't say that he was like sort of like brain damaged since he was like 16 or something. I don't know if they actually proved that was true. I know that was said. Apparently he had like a really bad accident when he was 16. And I think the sister said that like his maturity never really aged past 16. Lori claimed in her condo lease that her monthly income was like $5,700. Who could live off $1,900 a month and be on a run? Well, I think they said $1,900 each, right? So that's almost like $4,000. She was selfish enough to think her brother would go down for it. True. That is very true. Yeah, I don't know. What a piece of shit. Did the jury ever see the storage unit videos after the children were reported missing? Oh, I don't know if they did or not. Yeah, apparently they rented out a storage unit that had all the kids' stuff in it, right? I don't know. When I was reading the articles about when they were talking about the autopsy of JJ and Tylee, it was so sad. I think some people reported that Lori was actually like crying when they were talking about JJ's, but I'm like, crying? Really? Crying? Are you really acting like you don't know what happened to your own children? I know, right? Bonnie and Clyde, so true, so romantic. One payment was from the other was from Charles, Tyler's dad. Other from Charlie, both made high income. Blood DNA. He found out about insurance because he was trying to hunt her down for draining their business bank account. That's when she left for that month. Oh. It's okay. We don't care about Chad here. All right, let's see what they're talking about over here. I think we're stalling right now.
Courtroom thing. It's absurd.
We're 9 minutes late.
Out why they wouldn't even show closing arguments. You know, even if you said, well, we don't want the witnesses to be on camera, they could have.
Yes, the closing arguments would have been great. I would have loved to see Lori's face.
Live streamed closing arguments. But again, letting cameras in the courtroom, letting everybody see the proceedings, that is a good thing. That increases public acceptance of the court proceedings. That decreases challenges. We see a lot now with people challenging the fairness of court proceedings when there are outcomes they don't like. It's better.
Wait, wasn't it like a silly reason that they didn't want to show the trial? I don't know if this is true or not, but someone mentioned that the judge said that they didn't want Lori to feel like she was a star or something and that she was going to get attention. I don't know. That to me didn't really make sense. Like, why would they care about what Lori? She asked to be excused. Yes, I heard about that too. She asked to be excused from the room while they were describing what happened to the kids. The judge denied it. I'm so glad that he denied it. Let her sit there. I feel like she already knew what happened to her kids, but let her relive it. She had to sit there and listen to it. Yeah, it's really sad because JJ's body was whole, but I believe her daughter, Tylee, I think her body came in like 3 separate body bags. Yeah, and then they had like different pieces of her that they had to like figure out what was what. And there was this really weird apparently like the pelvic and the pubic region had some like really like blunt force trauma. I don't know, it was like a sharp object or something. And the lady that did the was it the autopsy? She was like, yeah, it doesn't really make sense why there would be this sort of like damage here, because usually when you chop up a body, you usually go for the joints. So maybe I was thinking maybe she was killed by an axe or something, like to the stomach area. I don't know, because they have no idea what happened to her. They said that they believe JJ died by asphyxiation by putting a plastic bag and duct tape wrapping around his head, but they have no idea what happened to Tylee. Super sad. I heard they didn't want it to be publicized because it might affect the future jurors. Oh, for Chad's case. Okay, that explanation makes more sense to me. Are we here?
If you're going to do that, why not do the trial? So it looks like, is that, what are we looking at there? Is that, there it is. The stream is coming in. So no judge. So
where's
we're
Lori
waiting
at?
to find out the fate of Lori Vallow.
Is that Lori?
Daybell.
In the black?
You can see she's there, as are lots of other bodies, but nobody in a robe, nobody on the bench. They deliberated, folks, if you're just joining us, for 6 hours, 51 minutes.
We don't know,
decide
Neko.
whether or not Lori
We don't
Vallow
know.
is guilty of the murders and or conspiracy to murder JJ, Tylee, and Tammy Daybell. There was also some grand theft issues involved. We think if those are the only guilty.
Yeah, they said it was the pelvic region and the pubic region as well, like the pelvic bone and the pubic bone. They couldn't say what object made it. There's a guy that tried to recreate it. He just said that it was like a chopping like motion or something that came down perpendicular onto it like that. But they weren't able to recreate it, and they're not really sure. I don't know. To me, I'm just like, maybe it's just like an axe or something. Lori's lawyer cried in the closing statements, describing the children's bodies. Yeah, not surprised. She's not going to skip the verdict. They better have her front and center. Yeah, I think she's at the bottom screen right there. I just see long blonde hair, but man, what kind of is that? Is that also like a webcam? Are we reliving the Letitia Stout? What is this quality? Can we get some professional cameras up in there? Corgi reminds me of my mom watching the O.J. Simpson trial every day. Dude, the people that watch O.J. Simpson trial, I don't know how you guys did it. I know it was like 9 months. 9 freaking months. That's crazy. The trials that we watched that were long. What was the longest trial that we watched so far? You know what? Actually, I think it was like the Depp Heard one that was pretty long. Oh, wait, hold on. Jodi Arias doesn't count because I didn't watch it in its entirety. But Jodi Arias is a pretty long trial as well. Oh my God. I think she literally was up on the stand for like 3 to 4 weeks or something. Her camera is so blurry. I know. What is this lighting situation? I just want to see her face. Oh, here we go.
Far
All right.
different case. Looks like the judge is on the bench now.
I might need to boost the audio.
He is about to talk to the jury, confirm they have a verdict, and then we will hear that verdict. Let's go live.
See how the audio is. Hey, Judge. How's everyone doing today? Jury. That's a small courtroom, right?
All right, good afternoon, everyone. We are going on the record. Court reporter, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, thank you. This is case CR 22-21-1624, State of Idaho versus Noreen Vallow. The matter before the court today is for a verdict in the jury trial that's been conducted over the last several weeks in this case. The court will note on the record, prosecution is here represented by Mr. Wood, Ms. Blake, and Ms. Smith. The defense, Mr. Archibald, Mr. Thomas are present, as well as the defendant who is present. The court's been advised that the jury has reached a verdict at this time. Is the state ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the defense ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Let's have the jurors brought in, please. While the jurors are being brought in, I'd like to indicate that this matter is being live streamed on the court's YouTube channel. In addition, the court's existing conduct order is in effect, and everyone needs to comply with that conduct order. This verdict has several counts. The court is going to require that all in attendance abstain from any sort of loud outbursts or sounds that could in any way affect the proceedings in this matter as the counts are read in the verdict. And I expect to maintain order and decorum, as has been the case throughout this trial, with those in attendance, so please keep that in mind once we get to this stage of these proceedings. So with that in mind, if the jurors are ready, they can be seated.
It's so
All right,
blurry.
please.
This is the best I can do, guys. Ditto mommy face.
Jury's all present, back for Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bailiff. Please be seated.
So blurry.
All right, the court will note that we had alternate jurors that were excused upon deliberations, so now the remaining 12 jurors who have deliberated are here and appear to all be properly seated. Will counsel stipulate that the jury is all present and properly seated from the state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Will the defense so stipulate?
Yes, Your Honor.
She's wearing black, I know
All
that.
right, at this time, the court will inquire then from the jury, has the jury reached a verdict?
Yeah.
Very well. If you have the verdict form, I'd ask the bailiff bring that over here and we'll have it brought to the clerk to be read.
Guilty, guilty, guilty. Let's go. She looks like Minecraft. Uh-oh. The judge. Is it me or he doesn't look happy? Uh-oh. Judge is whispering. Oh no, Judge, what's going on?
All right, the court has reviewed the verdict form, find that it's been properly completed, signed and dated, so at this time I'll direct the clerk to please read the verdict into the record. The defendant would please rise.
Oh, she's rising? Okay.
In the District Court of the 7th Judicial District of the State of Idaho, in and for the County of Fremont, State of Idaho plaintiff versus Lori Noreen Vallow, aka Lori Noreen Daybell, defendant, case number CR 22211624. Verdict. We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn to try the above entitled action for our verdict, unanimously answer the questions submitted to us as follows. Question number 1. In regards to count 1 of the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of Tylee Ryan
I think she said
and
not
grand
guilty.
theft by deception? Answer, guilty.
Woo!
Question number 2. In regards to count 2 of the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of first-degree murder of Tylee Ryan? Answer, guilty. Question number 3. In regards to count 3 of the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of Joshua Jackson Vallow and grand theft by deception? Answer, guilty. Question number 4. In regards to count 4 of the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of first-degree murder of Joshua Jackson Vallow? Answer, guilty. Question number 5. In regards to count 5 of the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of Tammy Daybell? Answer, guilty. Question number 6. In regards to count 7 of the amended indictment, is Lori Noreen Vallow not guilty or guilty of grand theft? Answer, guilty. Dated this 12th day of May, 2023, signed by the presiding officer.
Ooh. Did they offer her a plea deal by any
All right,
chance
please be seated.
before the trial
Madam
happened?
Clerk, thank you
Curious.
for reading the verdict into the record. At this time, let me just inquire of the jury, is this in fact your true and correct verdict?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Let me ask now from counsel, does the state wish to have the jury polled?
We do not, Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to have the jury polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ooh, I got
Okay,
goosebumps.
the jury will be polled at this time. Madam Clerk, if you would please indicate only by juror numbers of each of the jurors if this is their true and correct verdict individually.
Juror number 4, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes, it is.
Juror number 5, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 6, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 8, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 9, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 10, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 11, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 12, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 13, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 14, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 15, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 16, is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. The court does find it's a unanimous verdict in this case, so I will direct the clerk to record the verdict into the record of this case.
Let's see if she was offered one.
I'll now have a closing jury instruction for our jurors and also those alternate jurors that are in attendance today. You have now completed your duties as jurors in this case and are discharged with the sincere thanks of this court. The question may arise as to whether you may discuss this case with the attorneys or with anyone else. For your guidance, the court instructs you that whether you talk to the attorneys or to anyone else is entirely your own decision. It is proper for you to discuss this case if you want to, but you are not required to do so, and you may choose not to discuss the case with anyone at all. If you choose to talk to someone about the case, you may tell them as much or little as you like about your deliberations or the facts that influenced your decision. If you decide to discuss the case with anyone, you should be careful to respect the privacy and feelings of your fellow jurors. You should limit your comments to your own perceptions and feelings. If anyone persists in discussing the case over your objections or becomes critical of your service either before or after any discussion has begun, please report that to me. At this time, then, the court offers its sincere thanks to the jurors. I appreciate your patience and attentiveness throughout this lengthy trial. I also thank you again for upholding your important civic duty as jurors in this case. I'd also like to thank the attorneys who tried this case for your professionalism throughout the proceedings and in the pretrial motions that came before trial.
Good job,
At
jury.
this time, then, the court will discuss briefly sentencing in this case. In Idaho, pursuant to Title 19, Chapter 25, a report is required to be prepared before sentencing called a pre-sentence investigation report. In a typical case, that report takes at least 2 months to prepare. In a case such as this, it will likely take longer. The court will inquire as to a pre-sentence investigator for the time frame required to prepare the report in this case. Upon getting an estimation, then the court will reach out to counsel for determining a date for sentencing. I'll just advise everyone that will likely be, I'm thinking, at least 3 months probably before that sentencing can be scheduled to have the report completed. The court will also advise at this time then, upon conclusion of the proceedings, the defendant will be remanded back to custody of the Ada County Sheriff at this time to be transferred to the Fremont County Sheriff for further proceedings in Fremont County for sentencing. The court will also instruct the clerk to collect any of the jurors' notes pursuant to Idaho Criminal Rule 24.1A. At this time, then, the court will ask that the jurors and any alternates in attendance be excused from the courtroom, and I am going to direct that all in attendance here remain seated until such time as the jurors have been completely exited from the courtroom. And in addition, I'll let the jurors know there is additional information you'll be receiving through the court administration offices on your way out as you leave today. So again, thank you for your service. Court will be adjourned. And Mr. Bailiff, if you could have all rise for the jury.
All rise, please.
Can't really see Lori. Hands crossed. Not happy.
Well, it doesn't matter how many times
That was loud. Oh my gosh. Let me turn it back down. Woo! Guilty of all charges.
you see it, you live it, you feel it, but the verdict is never the verdict until you hear it, and that's what we just did. A clean sweep for the prosecution here. Guilty across the board. 3 guilty convictions for the conspiracies in the deaths of JJ, Tylee, and Tammy. 2 for the first-degree murders of JJ.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised they got the one for Tammy. I'm glad they did.
JJ and Tylee, and then the grand theft as it related to all of these victims. So, boy, let's talk about this. Rich Schoenstein is here. Catherine Lizardo is here. Anjanette Levy is here. Kathy Russet is here. And
Justice is served. Oh, God. Thank God. All right, next is Chad. When is Chad's trial coming up? Next is Chad. So they're going to be doing sentencing, I think, at a different location. And, yeah, victim impact statement, different location. They did mention that the prosecution, they're not going to be giving a speech today, but maybe the defense will. What about her ex-husband? Someone mentioned that that was going to be Arizona, but yeah, I don't know when. Her arms are crossed. That's what happens when you kill your kids. See what Anjanette says.
Children probably were thinking, are you kidding me? And then couple that along with the all of the evidence in this case. We didn't need a videotape of Lori Vallow Daybell participating in this. We had phone calls after the fact that were recorded. We had text messages leading up to this. We had shopping for wedding rings on Amazon and wedding dresses before the murder of Tammy Vallow Daybell, or Tammy Daybell, pardon me, excuse me. So not shocking, not shocking. We thought maybe they'll just find conspiracy. Is that a possibility? Will they split this verdict? They did not. They, as Rich Schoenstein predicted, clean sweep.
yeah, that image of dancing on the beach in Hawaii was like figuratively dancing on the graves of the kids. Kathy Russet is on the scene out there. Kathy, describe.
Man, and then also, oh, what did I want to bring up? Oh, the text messages. Oh my God, between her and Chad are so, oh, my goddess. I wish I could just put my lips on you forever. We're going to deal with your encumberments and blah, 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 blah. Like, oh my God, dude, the text messages are so like, I feel bad. The jury had to sit there listening to those gross text messages between the two of them. That's what Nikki did too, shop for a wedding dress. Wait, who's Nikki? Was it Tammy or JJ? I don't want it to get it into it, so I filtered out their names. Gannon Hurd, bro. Gannon Hurd. Wait, sorry, what we're talking about? There are too many crazy people. Thankfully, another one locked up.
Kathy.
And Michael?
Yes, I believe the Woodcocks are going to be speaking. Is that right? What do you know about that?
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Oh, okay,
Larry and
they're
Kay
speaking
are gonna
today.
come up.
Cool.
Set up behind me is a press conference area. We have our second camera over there and our second microphone, so you won't miss a thing. As soon as they come out and speak, we'll definitely go there. And we don't know who else will choose to speak.
Oh, Nikki. Oh, Chris Watts' mistress. Yeah. She ended up working with the police, right? With the law enforcement at some point. I forgot about her. She changed her name and everything, right? She has like a whole new identity.
Defense did not want to speak on camera. Prosecution does not want to speak on camera. Prosecution will likely, we didn't get a 100%, issue a statement. We get that often after trials sent to the media. But their spokesperson was saying that she's about 90% sure that she'll be at least allowed to come out and read that statement on camera. So we'll see if that ends up happening, and whoever else we can grab along the way.
Let me ask you this. The prosecution is very common that they come out and they're not celebrating per se. This is a horrible case.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused why the prosecution's not coming out.
That they won. Kind of interesting that they don't have any interest in doing that.
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
This
I want to
is
know.
Idaho. This is small town. And when I say small town, we're in Boise. That's very big city. But these prosecutors are from very small town Idaho. They don't want the limelight. They don't want the cameras. They just want to get back to work, get along their business, and they still have another case to try. So I never expected them to do a lot of media.
Yeah, that may keep them quiet more than anything else. The Chad case hanging over them. It's a hanging Chad, I guess it is. So,
I hope that Chad does not get any opportunity to play any like religious roles in prison. Like, sometimes in prison, like sometimes if you're on like good behavior, you can start teaching, you can start doing other stuff. Like, dude, I hope he does not get any religious roles. Like, don't let him be like a pastor, priest, whatever, preacher, anything like that. Oh, geez. Scott Peterson's mistress did more to help. Deleted evidence. Oh, I didn't hear. Scott Peterson's case, I think happened when I was still in school. So I wasn't really, I heard about it, but I didn't keep tabs on it. Chad is a putz. No one's in solitary all the time. People can't cope with that. She's not going to have a pleasant time in prison. I know that sometimes if you like mess up, you can serve solitary for like, I don't know. This one guy that I was reading about that was on death row. He was in solitary for like 10 to 20 years. Yikes. Deleted her text. Yikes. Ultra boy. Don't ever let him do that. No, not allowed.
No real theory of what else happened here. No real coherent. We talked about their own closing argument was inconsistent, internally inconsistent. So you have a very powerful prosecution case. You have really nothing the defense can do, although I thought the lawyers did what they could with a bad case, and this is the result you get.
Yeah, and based on what Kathy has shared with us about the interaction between
Nikki lied to law enforcement multiple times. Her phone pinged with the Watts home that early morning. Oh man, I read about the Watts stuff like a long time ago. I barely remember the details. Nikki and Chris Watts, they were coworkers, right? And they were having like a secret relationship. Nikki knew about Shanann, and I think she would like search, like she showed up in their search results, right? She kind of like did a little bit of spying and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know too much about it. I don't remember too much. Chad's going to be on his knees for a different thing in prison. Chad can consider himself lucky for every single day he successfully survives in prison. Chad killers in men's prison, it's almost like a death sentence. They get tormented. I hope they do. Hi. Hey, Jennifer. How are you doing today? Buy him some knee pads? Nah. Let him get the burns. Let him get the burns. Chad's jury will be aware of Lori's verdict. Yes? I don't know. Because I feel like this is pretty huge. I don't know how they're going to be able to get a jury who doesn't know about this verdict. I don't know. I mean, some people don't watch true crime, right? I'll see. Hello from North Korea. I wonder if the storm was worth all of this now. I mean, no, because like Lori only got to be with Chad. Like after the kids were gone, they were investigated like months after. They didn't even have like a whole year or even half a year. I think Lori was investigated like a couple months after because they think the murders happened, what, in maybe September? I think by like end of December, that's when they were already kind of investigating her. And she was finally arrested maybe like, what, a month or two after that? Chad wasn't arrested until what, like June or something? Like they didn't even have a year together. I mean, they made it have their fling while their significant others were still alive. They would have to find a jury that's unaware of the case. Might be prejudicial if they knew. Nikki knew more than what she let on. Then she and Chris talked the entire time. Shanann and the girls were missing. If the door is open, the evidence can come in. If not, they would have to be more prejudicial than privatized. A lot of the places, they get segregated from general population. Nah, throw them in Gen Pop, man. Throw them in Gen Pop. Gen Pop or for solitary confinement. So apparently, Law and Crime says the Woodcocks are going to come out and give a speech. Let's wait for that. We'll wait for that. I want to hear it, and then we'll definitely keep an eye out for when they do the sentencing. Woo! But I think I'm so spoiled now because with the Letitia one, we did the sentencing right then and there. With the Murdaugh one, sentencing happened like the next day. May have to move the trial.
And juror
Let's Google some things.
Yeah, the feed as we saw it was, a tri-screen, which of course means every image is smaller, and it was very hard to tell exactly what, if any, reaction there was from Lori Vallow Daybell or her team.
Oh,
or
and
anybody.
Michael, can I add to that?
Yeah.
The judge at the very last minute, like an hour before we found out there was going to be a verdict, so 2 hours before it was read, very last minute, he allowed for a still pool photographer to go in. So we will end up getting still photos probably very quickly coming out after that. That was shocked by all of us because, we've not seen good photos like that of her this entire trial. So those should be coming out shortly.
Yeah,
Wait,
that'll
photos
be
of
very
Lori?
helpful because it was so hard to kind of see exactly what the reaction was. We'll get Gigi McKelvey's version.
Oh, we're going to have the still photo shots. Yes!
Of that. She was sitting in that courtroom. When she comes down, we will take a listen to what she had to, what she saw, what she felt from the defendant and the team there. And Jeanette.
Here's the thing, though. Whether or not Chad pleads guilty or not guilty, will it matter? It's not like he's like ducking the death penalty or anything, is he? They mentioned something about Chad and death penalty earlier, but I don't know if they meant for his upcoming one. Life? Yeah, someone mentioned like Arizona has death penalty. But if he's gonna be tried in Idaho, then would he really care if he does guilty or not guilty? Oh, they haven't. Oh, they haven't removed it for him. He should plead guilty. He's finished. No DP. Really? Idaho's a death penalty? Oh, firing squad. Oh, wait, no, we did read about this. Idaho become the 5th state to authorize a firing squad as a method of execution. Oh, just kidding. Idaho is a DP state. Okay. They mentioned it earlier, so maybe it's not up. Jeez. Dude, I was reading these articles about death penalty in was it in Alabama? Oh, I forgot what state it was. I think it was in Alabama. There's this guy that was up for death penalty, and on the day of his execution, they were running 3 hours late. And so usually, well, I guess for this guy, he didn't want the lawyer to be there with him. So like he told the lawyer he didn't have to show up, but the guy was like, they were delayed for 3 hours. And when the guy was like, he was being like strolled out on like a gurney type of thing. And everyone was like, kind of like, oh, this guy looks like he's like out of it. Like he looks like he can't even respond to anything. Cause usually like the warden, I guess, will be like, oh, do you have anything to say? You have any last words? Apparently the guy like couldn't even say anything. And they're like, dude, what's wrong with this guy? And then they executed him. Later on, they did an autopsy report, an independent one, because some of the reporters there were like kind of like sketched about it. Like, what's going on with this guy? They did like a independent autopsy, and they found out that the guy, like apparently there are some people that like have like, if you can't find your vein, it's like really tough. I don't know, for some reason, Alabama or whatever state this was has a really tough time finding like the veins or something. Like they maybe hire some people who are just don't know what the fuck they're doing. But they weren't able to find the guy's vein, so they like looked around to like different arms. There's like bruising everywhere. I think they like try to find a vein in his feet, couldn't find any. Check the groin area. Oh God, for the vein. Ah, couldn't find it. So what they eventually had to do was they had to do something called a cut down, where they basically cut at your flesh to expose a vein, and apparently that's like really painful. Oof. Oh God. And that's why by the time, and they had to sedate the guy at some point too, right? And like, so by the time the guy was strolled out for his execution, he was like so out of it that he wasn't able to give his like final speech. But yeah, apparently Alabama, is it Alabama? I think it's Alabama.
As we
Yeah, Alabama. Oh my god. And so that happened to like another prisoner too. They were trying to find his vein and they couldn't find it. And so they had to do it before midnight. And because they couldn't find it, this one other prisoner, he didn't die that day. They gave him like another month to live. Oh my god. Yes, hi man, how are you doing today? They did announce the verdict already. Apparently, we're waiting for the Woodcocks. They're gonna come out and they're gonna give a speech. The prosecution team, they're not going to give a speech, and defense team, they're not going to give a speech. But yeah, lethal injection is so painful, which it doesn't have to be. Yeah, and apparently sometimes like they give you like 3 different types of cocktails, right? Sometimes one of them might not work. I think the one that like supposed to like anesthetize you, whatever. And sometimes you still feel the pain of it. I don't know. There's this one guy that apparently like was choking on his own vomit because it was like so painful for him. Or was that electrocution guy? I don't know. I was reading a bunch of articles. I might get them all mixed up. I was reading a bunch of like death penalty articles at like 11 p.m. at night. What a great way to fall asleep, huh? When they miss their veins and goes into their arm. My friend told me this one time when he was getting his blood drawn that they put the needle in, and because they did it so like, I don't know, I guess like the way they did it was like really bad. He like reflex and went like this, and the needle went all the way up in his arm. Oh my god. Oh, oh. I said, I'm the type of person that when I do my blood drawn, I always look at it. I look at the needle going into my veins. But dude, I can't imagine like a needle just going in your arm. DP's off the table with her. Yeah, I believe they didn't mention death penalty with Lori. It was just like she's looking at life. But we were figuring out. Sorry, I was looking up Chad. Sorry. Chad Daybell. Am I bad earlier? I think earlier I said Charles Daybell. I meant to say Charles Vallow. I'm getting all the names mixed up. Chad Daybell, death penalty. I don't know, man. Death penalty is like a shit show. Honestly, like, it's not like in certain countries where, like, when you get death penalty, sometimes you're like sitting on death row for like 20 to 30 years before you actually are executed. I don't know. At that point, it's like, is there any point? They had to reschedule, so they're going to retain the medical staff at that prison. His friend said he will die twice because the first time was rickrolled. Yeah, I don't know. Alabama's like, it's a shit show over there. Ugh. Oh, and then apparently because pharmaceutical companies don't want to sell a certain type of, it's like one of the things used for the lethal injection. So pharmaceutical companies don't want to sell it to these prisons, right? And these prisons have nowhere else to like get it from. So sometimes apparently they go to like some really sketchy like meetups and they try to obtain the drugs, and like all this is like not it's like not, oh fuck, sorry, I had like no sleep last night. It's not transparent where they get their drugs from. But one reporter was like, yeah, like literally this one prisoner like met up some like shady person on like a street somewhere to get like the drugs for the death penalty. I don't know, the lethal injection thing. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Yikes. Yeah, it's actually more expensive for them. It's actually more expensive for us to keep them in death penalty. Yeah, that's why I'm not really like a death penalty person. Sometimes like death penalty does feel nice, you know, especially if they get executed right away and it's for a crime that's like really fucked up. But bro, if they're gonna be alive for another like 20 to 30 years, if they're gonna do the appeals thing, it's be really costly, expensive. I don't know. Just life in prison is fine for me. I'm okay with life in prison.
Ryan and grand theft by December.
But I don't know, man. There are some people out there where I'm just like, no, death penalty, man, death penalty. It just makes you feel better. But, you know, I think life in prison probably sucks as well. Life in prison with UTI or kidney stones.
Not guilty or guilty of first-degree murder.
All right, they're just doing this again. I hope. Oh my god. I heard about it. I don't know if I'm gonna cover it, but the OnlyFans stalker trial. Yeah, apparently, honestly, like. There's this girl who's doing OnlyFans, and she has a guy that's subscribed to OnlyFans, and this guy went to her house and was living out of her attic, okay? Living out of her attic, would come down at night, watch her sleeping naked, would lift up the blankets to like see like, you know, like what she was like wearing underneath and stuff like that. But apparently, I mean, the girl is young though, but apparently, in the article that I read, she gave him his address because he volunteered to buy her a new fireplace and like a new TV or something. It's like, no, no, no. Do not ever give anyone your home fucking address. Holy shit. Don't ever give your home address to anyone. Even for gifts. It's not worth it. Okay. If you're going to get like, I don't know, if they're going to give you like a PC or something, a computer, a laptop, it's not worth it, dude. It's not worth it. You never know what kind of creepos show up. So like, she gave him his address, you know, probably because like she's young and naive. And yeah, he fucking showed up and fucking slept in her attic for like, I don't know how long. But one day she went up in her attic and she was like, yo, why is there like bottle of like pee everywhere? There was like food, snacks. Oh my God. So fucking creepy. What is wrong with people? Oh yeah, Letitia got life with constipation. UTI as in urinary tract infection. No, we're just making a joke. I was saying that like there's this other one that I was watching, another trial. It was Letitia Stalk. I was like, I hope she has like UTI for the rest of her life. Because UTI suck. Oh man. Or kidney stones, man. Kidney stones. Keep her in prison, no parole. Let her think about the kids every day. Don't give her any peace from this life. UTI would be so bad. It's not like they get immediate medical. True, yeah, they don't. Unless you have like a prolonged UTI that leads to no. Am I missing this? Sorry.
In court.
Sorry, guys.
Press conference right now. Here are the Woodcocks.
All right, here are the Woodcocks. Hey, guys.
I cannot thank them enough. I'm sure everybody has paid attention in court.
Speak it, get over here closer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure everyone has paid attention in court. I want to personally thank and I want to personally hug every one of those jurors. What they went through, what they saw is mind-boggling. I hope that nobody ever has to go through this. I hope nobody ever has to see and hear the details of what happened to JJ, to Tylee, and to Tammy. Guys, we got 2 more trials. 2 more.
3. Charles, Chad, and Ray.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well,
I like how
okay.
she's there. She's like reminding him.
The next trial is Chad. I look forward to being back in this courthouse again. If that happens,
Get him.
I hope everybody is here again. I hope that y'all appreciate so much the court system, how meticulous the prosecution was. I think everybody will agree it was amazing job.
Wait, so she said 1 for Chad, 1 for Charles. What was the third one again?
By all of them. And I want y'all to know that even the defense, I shook their hands. I have said many times, I want a fair, honest, and righteous decision.
Oh, really?
I think we had 18 jurors that all deserve our appreciation, our love, and they gave an honest, fair, and righteous verdict.
You guys really embraced each other in there at the reading of the verdict. What did you say to each other in that moment?
I love you. What else can you say?
Aw, the reporter was like, you guys really embrace each other in there after the verdict. What did you say to each other? And he's like, I love you.
Hey.
What's it like walking out and seeing all the law enforcement in the hallway?
Do what?
What was it like walking out, seeing all of the law enforcement officers who have spent countless hours in the hallway?
I know. We would be nowhere without them.
You know, as much as I have said up here about the prosecution, the defense, the jurors, Nate, you made an absolute great statement. we have to appreciate, support our law enforcement officials. Those guys sacrificed from their families, from their homes. We will never know the countless hours that they have put in, how much sacrifice they have gone through, and most of all, what they have seen in this case that maybe some people will never unsee. I love them. I appreciate them. There's not one of these guys I wouldn't go in a dark alley with. I cannot thank them enough. Next question.
Larry, what is your final message to Lori Vallow?
Final message to Lori.
My final message to Lori. Y'all ready? Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Lori, it ended.
So wholesome. I mean, I would have some angry words.
Yeah. Can I have a minute?
Yeah.
We are elated with this. There was some doubt we would get all of them, all guilties, but we did it. The prosecution is amazing. The law enforcement is amazing. They became our family, and we're keeping most of them for the rest of our life as family. And even you news people, we've made great friends with you guys. And
Journalists. I was just saying journalists.
Journalists. Anyway, it's great. Our JJ now, maybe we can get him and put him to rest, as well as Tylee, and do right by them, and we'll see how that works. But anyway, we're so grateful, and we thank all of y'all for your support, and we would never be here without y'all. And so many people have reached out to us, and I mean, I have to tell y'all, we even got a message from someone in Tasmania that is following this case. So it's all over the world, and we appreciate all of you, and thank you, and God bless America, because we're grateful we live here. Thank you. Anybody? Larry?
Love always wins.
Yeah.
Hey.
Love always wins.
Love always wins. How many times we heard that? I do have one other statement I'd like to make, believe it or not. I do. I forgot one of the most important things. Ray, what would I do without you?
Woo!
I have one more statement.
Really?
JJ, I love you. Papa, wish you were here in other circumstances. Tylee, Papa loves you. Tammy, I never met you. Tammy, you are part of our life. Tammy, I am sorry for what happened to you. My heart hurts. My heart hurts for these three. This is what this has been all about from the very get-go. It started with 2 children missing. And I stood up and I said, where are the children? Where are the children? Where are the children? Give us back our children. We're not ending this. This is not the end of this. 90 days from today, we will probably meet in Fremont County. The sentence will be handed down. And
This
I'm
is the
gonna
victim's
say
grandfather.
Right now, what I'm going to say in 3 months. Why, Lori? Why, Lori? Why?
We know why. She wanted the money. She wanted the
Sex, and
future.
greed. For what?
She wanted that
For
glamorous
what?
life.
Power, sex, and greed. That's all it was. And JJ, Papa misses you. I miss you.
Maybe we can take him home.
Thank y'all. Okay, yeah. Get somebody in that's pretty.
They got the bitch. Hell yeah.
My brother Jerry.
That's all I got to say about it.
Jerry is very bashful.
The other guy was so wholesome. Who's Jerry?
And he doesn't
Another
talk
relative?
much, but he talks a lot.
No. No. This is not Lori's father. This is her fourth ex-husband's dad? Right? I think they're Charles Vallow's parents. These are JJ's grandparents.
Absolutely, yeah. It's the most bittersweet you can imagine. Just the sadness, but the relief from all this is.
Oh, not biological.
I guess
Let's still
it's a
consider dad, though, right?
liberating feeling. It just freeing for us. I do believe, since it's Mother's Day weekend, the Friday before, and I do believe that the verdicts today are just what I think everything aligned in the universe, and this is what you call poetic justice, and that is a big deal.
Hey, as you sat there and the verdict was coming in, did you know
Sorry, the audio is like,
that all counts would be found guilty on Lori?
That's what we were praying for, Justin, but I can't explain.
Oh, because the reason why I got the family tree so mixed up was because I forgot that technically Charles Vallow is JJ's uncle, right? Great uncle or something like that. I remember the family tree was a little bit like weird, a little confusing. So this is Charles' sister. Okay.
The knots that my stomach was in, and just I barely could breathe, but okay, I know it's going to be okay, because
Thank you. Yeah, the family tree was very confusing because JJ was adopted. I knew that, but JJ was adopted, but like Charles Vallows was like technically his uncle or something, but JJ adopted him as like his own son.
He's taking care of those kids and Tammy too with this verdict today.
What would you like to hear that one?
The first one, I wasn't quite sure. The second one, I was like, okay, now maybe we can get some more. And they kept coming and coming and coming. And it was if there was just three, it would be the trifecta. I don't know what this is.
Life without parole.
It depends on what the agreement is, but absolutely. Yeah.
Woo, there it is.
Yeah. That's the law enforcement guy.
That's the daddies over there.
Okay.
Who did it say? Deputies?
Okay, thank you.
How about I get a selfie with you guys? I gotta remember this. Yeah, would you mind?
Okay, hold on. Let me read this. Charles' sister. That's Charles' sister, which is also the mother of JJ's biological dad. Okay. It's so hard to like parse out. And then, because technically Charles is the uncle and then is now the dad. Oh God. Okay, guys.
very happy with the result, obviously. We're going to take a quick break here, but before we do, let me read these statements from the Madison County and Fremont County.
Wait, so what happened to her son then? Or was it her daughter or son? So her daughter or son had JJ. Something must have happened to it. Oh, okay. So her son was on drugs, gave up custody to JJ. Okay, and then her brother adopted. Oh my God, that's so sad. And then fucking batshit Lori just like kills him. Oh, and you know what? They were just so pissed because they were like, well, we would have taken JJ. Why did you do this? But now it makes sense. If she was trying to collect, I don't know, like the money or something like that from JJ, not from JJ directly, but the benefits that he was getting, then I guess that makes sense. Because I thought, initially I just thought that she just didn't want to take care of the children anymore. Thank you, guys. JJ was a nephew that Charles adopted. Okay. The mother was on drugs? Okay, so the mother or the father was on drugs. I don't know, maybe both of them were on drugs. And then they gave up JJ up for adoption. Oh, that's so sad for JJ. Oh. They needed those checks. Yeah, what did Lori Vallow's lawyer say? Chad was like a loser who was making like 25K or something like that. I don't know if he was even making 25K. We'll have to re-listen to it later. All right, guys. You know what? Thanks for hanging out. We're going to be, I think that's about it. Sentencing is like a different day. They have to ship Lori somewhere to do the sentencing. And then we'll hear the victim impact statements as well. But other than that, I do want to listen to the closing arguments with you guys. I haven't listened to the prosecution's closing arguments, but I listened to a little bit of the closing arguments from Lori's lawyer, and it was, oh my God, the man is low-key funny. The guy was funny. He had to like say some cringe things to, of course, protect his clients, but oh man, he was going at it. He was going at it. Making Chad looking like a loser. Oh, her son is in rehab. Hi, Patty. How are you doing today? How's it going? What's up, guys? Well, thanks for hanging out. Sorry, today I've just been really tired. I woke up super early. I want to sleep like late because I was stuck in LAX. LAX is so bad. I went to LAX yesterday. That took about like 3 to 4 hours. That was horrible. And then I woke up at like 6 a.m. today. Went to the dentist, and then I'm just very tired. So, do I have a way to join a membership? Wait, what do you mean? It's not at the bottom of the stream? Let me see. It should be there. Unless did YouTube mess up or something? There should be a membership button. Actually, I have no idea how to do it. Yeah, there should be like a membership button at the bottom. So it says join next to subscribe. I think it's because since it's my channel, I can't see it. Oh, right there. Oh, it does. Oh, you're right. I wish they made it look a little more prominent. Yeah, it's right here. Oh my God. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, guys. Sorry. I'm like very, very tired. And then the day before, I know you guess on my Discord, but like, dude, I had like some like diarrhea. Like when I was trying to go to sleep. And I got up like 20 times. It was so bad. I had bad sleep. Yeah, there's a join membership right there. Feel free to join the membership if you guys want to. Appreciate it. Oh, if you're using iOS app. Oh, I don't know about the iOS thing. Thanks, Miss Mentats. Maybe she'll still pretend to be a chosen one goddess and start a cult. That's what I'm saying. I hope she won't be allowed to like join a cult. Like, ooh, I hope she won't be allowed to like, have like one of those like religious like circles and like make her own cult or whatever in jail. Oh my God, hold on. What is going on here? Sorry. Sorry. Oh, I have Monday brains today. It really seems like it came out of nowhere. Wait, same with Brandon. Sorry, what were you talking about? The sad part is that like Charles really did love him. He even got him a service dog to help him. Oh man. I feel it's like really sad. I don't know. They probably wouldn't be able to, but like I feel like as soon as like her and Charles were having issues and Charles died, like dude, JJ should have been yoinked out of there because you never know. Because sometimes like the new mom, like even though Lori did adopt JJ, but like I don't know, sometimes like they never truly love like their kid if it's like not biological. Like maybe her tie to JJ was only with Charles, right? And that's why she was so able to easily discard JJ so easily. I don't know. It's really sad. Cordyceps is multiplying like the cordyceps. I have cordyceps all over my yard right now. Oh my god, there's like weird mushrooms growing in my yard. I gotta like pluck them out. What do I do about the mushrooms? I don't want my dogs to accidentally eat it. They don't mess with it, but I don't want them to accidentally eat it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for all the corrections. Yeah, I'm very tired. My brain's a little bit all over the place. I do appreciate all the corrections, and I do appreciate all the information from you guys. So thank you so much for hanging out. I'll probably do a chill Saturday stream where we watch the closing arguments. So if you want to join and listen to the closing arguments, stop by. Feel free. We'll watch it tomorrow, Saturday. No one's gonna take her seriously with those Sharpie eyebrows. Listen, you're in prison. Okay, you ain't got no access to no Anastasia brow lifting, whatever. Okay, you gotta use what you can in jail. Maybe it's a Sharpie's all you got. Get some rest. Yeah, thank you. I just need a cleanse or something because my stomach is a little like blah, 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 blah. It's like a little bit bubbly. Back to Amazon, I go for horror wall art BS. Oh, are you getting the I told you, you need to get Pinhead. He needs to be like this big. Okay, Pinhead is the best. I hear they get ostracized. I hope so. I don't know. I hope so. I hope they give her like a permanent unibrow. I just hope her and Letitia just have, UTI, okay? Like mild UTI. The one that like bothers you, but like, not enough to take you to the hospital and like, get a kidney infection. Just a mild one. Tim Curry Pennywise, well, okay. I didn't really watch the old Pennywise. I only watched the new one. But I dig Tim Curry. Tim Curry's cool. Tim Curry's the old Pennywise, right? If I remember correctly. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you're new here, join the Discord if you haven't already. Discord is a hangout area for the community. Feel free to join the Discord. I'm going to drop the link really quick. Everyone's using Discord nowadays. Learn how to use it. It's easy. It's not hard. It's like a little chat room and like we all kind of hang out. I do have a true crime section. If you guys want to talk about true crime stuff, feel free to post it in there. And other than that, I am planning. I mean, honestly, I was going to do the closing arguments today, but this came out of nowhere. I really didn't think they were going to get a verdict today. I thought they were going to marinate on it for a little bit. Actually, you know what? No, I take that back. I knew they were going to get a verdict pretty quick because Lori Vallow's defense team presented like nothing. So it's easy for them. Oh my God, no. Lori will build herself a paper mache chat. Oh God. You got a Hellraiser? Oh, I want one so bad. Which configuration can it do? I want the Leviathan configuration. I was asking about the membership because I wanted to get some. Thanks, Maddie. I appreciate it. Yeah. It's next to the subscribe button and you press join, but you do it next time. It's fine. But thank you so much, guys. I appreciate your support. Not just like support, like, memberships or anything like that, super chats, but like just being here. I appreciate you guys chatting. I appreciate you guys lurking as well. If you guys have me in the background, I usually listen to streams in the background too. I have it listening, in the background. I listen to like a podcast, but I appreciate you guys all being here. I'm so glad that Lori Vallow got guilty for all charges. Guilty, guilty, guilty. I did look it up really quick though. So Lori Vallow was up for death penalty, but then they took it away because it seems like the prosecution, they didn't submit evidence by a certain deadline. So the judge took away the death penalty. And then Charles Vallow, oh, no, not Charles Vallow. Oh, God. Chad Daybell. I'm sorry. Chad Daybell is, death penalty is still on the plate for him. So we'll see how that goes. Apparently there's no trial date set for Chad yet. But he did, let's see. I think it said Lori waived her right to a speedy. Did she waive her right? Or did she want a speedy trial? Ah, crap. I exited that page out. Oh, wait. Can I show you guys this really quick? Oh, my God. Hold on. I found this picture. Where did Lori think she was going? Did she think she was like going on a Tinder date or something like that? Lori Vallow up in here. Looking like ski sport goggles or something. Going like on a Tinder date. Where are those glasses? Look at these glasses she got on. She showed up to trial with us on. Who gave her those glasses? Listen, I'm a fan of colored glasses, okay? But I feel like if I was going to trial, I don't know, maybe choose something a little bit quieter, like a mute color, you know? Maybe like browns, blacks, maybe at most a dark red if you really want to scream like pizzam. But oh my gosh, she over here these like I don't know, it kind of looks like she's got like a little like mask on, like the Hamburglar mask or something. I don't know. I thought Discord was for perverts. Oh, dude. I know Discord has been getting like some bad rap because there's been some like really weird cringe internet shit. Like the apparently the leaks that were happening. Do you guys hear about some teenager or not teenager? Some guy in his like 20s was leaking like these like top secret documents or something on a Discord server and on Minecraft and all that. Listen, there are normal Discords out there, okay? While there are cringy Discords, but it's just kind of like, you know, like with communities, right? There are cringe communities out there, and there are communities that are like kind of chill, like we are. So our Discord's pretty chill. Not all Discords are gonna be chill, but you know, our Discord's really chill, okay? We have a pretty chill community. All right, guys. Smile and Sinister. I like both films. Oh, you watched both of them? Wait, did you watch Smile recently? Because I told you to watch it. Rocky Horror is so a classic. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen that. Reminds me of Barnacle. Wait, no, I think that's what I was thinking. Barnacle Boy. Like the OG one? Huh, this one. Who's this guy? I don't know what Lori was trying to do. I kind of thought she was trying to go on a Tinder date or something like that. She got the pink lipstick on. She got the blue glasses. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. If you guys have any recommendations for horror movies, let me know. Like, is there anything coming out recently? I want to watch something scary. Have I seen Black Phone? I watched a recap of Black Phone and I didn't like it. I do like Ethan Hawke though, but yeah, Black Phone it was weird. But maybe if I watched it, maybe I would have enjoyed it. Maybe we are cringe. Everyone else is normal. Well, we're not normal. Definitely not normal. Who wants to be normal? Okay. I don't think we're cringe though. Evil Dead Rise. Have I? Hold on. Evil Dead Rise. Oh no, I have not seen Evil Dead Rise. Oh, it's in theaters right now. Ooh. Evil Dead Rise. Oh, it'll be on HBO Max soon. Okay, I'll wait for that. Yay. I love zombie movies. I love zombie movies, but not zombie TV shows. TV shows are like, but like zombie movies, oh my God, so good. I can watch everything. I kind of watch, you want to watch Blood and Honeys for the lull? What is Blood and Honey? Oh, is that the Winnie the Pooh movie? There's like a Winnie the Pooh horror movie. Yeah, there's a Winnie the Pooh horror movie. I'm like, why? You could stream it next for $0. Wait, stream what? And get what? I'm gonna get in trouble? Winnie the horror movie. Oh, you could stream it for $20. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like I can restream it with you guys. I mean, like stream it in my yeah, like I could just like watch it on my TV. Yeah. I'll wait till it's free. I don't know, $20. Do I want to pay $20? I don't know. All right, guys. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you guys putting up with my tiredness today. Mentally, I'm very, very tired. I do appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for hanging out. And I plan on streaming tomorrow. I want to listen to Closing Argument. So if you guys want to hang out on a Saturday, feel free to stop by. We're going to be streaming on the YouTube channel, and we're going to listen to Closing Arguments. I wanted to listen to it today. What should I do today? No, we'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. So if you guys want to come by, hang out tomorrow, and I'll see you guys later. Hey, Jill. Low-key pervert? Who's a low-key pervert? Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully by tomorrow, my stomach is a little bit better. I don't know. My stomach's kind of like, it's kind of weird. I don't know if I could sit here for 3 hours listening to Closing Arguments. I probably have to go to the bathroom like a million times or something. Hi, Wayne. Come back tomorrow. We're going to stream tomorrow. I want to listen to Closing Arguments. Lori and Chad apparently get destroyed by Lori's own lawyers. So I want to listen to that. I think it'll be really great fun. But yeah, guys, feel free to join the Discord if you're new here. I'm working on Japan vlogs. You guys want to watch that for free. And other than that, I do stream on Twitch as well. but I do gaming on there. So I do like true crime stuff on here and then do gaming on Twitch. If you're interested, feel free to pop by, say hi. And other than that, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the stream. We're on a roll with a good decision by the juries, aren't we? I know. I'm like, oh, please, 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 no Casey Anthony stuff. But yeah, everything's been good so far. But have a good one. Have a good weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. And other than that, take care. All right. Bye, y'all. Oh, I'll have this video live on YouTube in case you guys missed it. So bye.